The sweet dream burns the ever-flame mansion, erasing every fragment of her existence. Destruction, remembrance. Along its path, blossoms of betrayal rise and bloom. To return to the dreamscape no one remembers, who will be the one to set her aflame again? On this episode of Keeping Up with Star Rail, let's look at this mysterious femme fatale, the Dahlia. We're pleased to invite the Dahlia's former colleague today, Black Swan, who's also rumored to be her good friend.
Good friend? Can you tell me where you got that information about us?
What for?
I'd like to fix the source of the incorrect memories people have about our relationship.
Seems like you two have a long history. Care to spill? That's a no then. Let's talk about something else. The Dahlia is a fire character following the path of nihility, with the unique ability to deal break damage before enemies are weakness broken. When she uses her basic attack, the Dahlia deals fire damage to one designated enemy. Using her skill, the Dahlia launches a zone dealing fire damage to one designated enemy and adjacent targets. While the zone lasts, all allies' weakness break efficiency increases. And here's the most important part. Toughness reduction taken by enemy targets before they are weakness broken can be converted to super break damage. Making break teams deal damage even faster. The Dahlia seems like quite a capable and reliable teammate.
Perhaps. But being capable and reliable won't stop her from betraying you.
That's rather contradictory.
Not for her. If she doesn't put her all into the job, then her betrayal has no impact.
Whew, what a painful lesson. Let's get back on topic. Using her technique, the Dahlia will create a special dimension. Enemies in it will not initiate attacks. After entering combat with enemies in the special dimension, she'll immediately deploy her skilled zone and convert combat trigger toughness reduction into one instance of super break damage. After unlocking certain traces, she will increase all teammates' break effect for some turns based on her own break effect when entering combat. This effect is triggered again when she receives healing or shields from a teammate. When entering combat, she will become dance partners together with a combat triggering teammate. When a dance partner attacks a weakness-broken target, they can inflict them with super break damage. What's more, after the enemy target is attacked by the other dance partner, the Dahlia will launch a follow-up attack with her tail to deal many instances of damage. After unlocking specific traces, the Dahlia's follow-up attack can recover one skill point for allies, with this effect triggering once for every 2 follow-up attacks. Using her ultimate, the Dahlia will inflict the wilt state on all enemies for a set number of turns, dealing damage distributed across all of them. Targets in the wilt state will be implanted with the weaknesses of all dance partners' types and have the defense reduced. After unlocking certain traces, allied targets will get a speed boost for a set number of turns when they add a weakness to an enemy target. If a fire character's attack adds a weakness to the enemy, then the character's energy will regenerate, and the enemy's toughness will be additionally reduced. Now to sum it up, the Dahlia is an agility character that can help break teams deal more damage faster, optimize damage rotations, add weakness to all enemies, and cause their team to deal higher damage. Previously, break teams could only efficiently deal damage by afflicting enemies with weakness break, but the Dahlia will change that. While in her skill zone, allies can deal super break damage even without breaking enemies' weaknesses. Her traces increase ally speed when they implant weaknesses in enemies, and fire characters who trigger this effect can regenerate energy. This will streamline allies' damage rotation. It greatly reduces cases where damage feels weak because the damage window hasn't arrived yet, but when it has, but the team isn't ready to capitalize on it. Add in the all-enemy defense reduction from the Dahlia's ultimate, and her enemies will simply perish with relentless super break damage. Through channels that best remain hidden, we managed to get a recording of this dangerous cremator lady tampering with people's memories. Let's witness this witch's madness. The Dahlia uses her technique and enters battle.
Then she arrives at the live studio.
That's right. What brings your noble presence here?
Don't be so alarmed. I'm just here to give some advice as a loyal fan. Why don't we get rid of the live combat segment in the future? Fighting is not good.
Live combat segment? What is that? Do we have that?
Mr. Owlbert, the show isn't over yet.
Oh, I almost forgot. There's the most important combat segment.
Aw, we haven't seen each other for so long. Don't bring the mood down.
But combat sure isn't as pretty as the Lady Dahlia's dance steps.
How could that happen, dear? The mood can hardly get any worse with you here.
Wait! No, I think I really forgot something really important. What is it? Oh yeah, I remember. And that's a wrap.